Hi guys, this is your girl Wakeji Kamore and welcome to Reflections by Wakeji Kamore. Today we are going to be looking at Job chapter 16 and Job chapter 17. And the reason why I'm combining this is because Job is giving his answer to Eliphaz, who has just spoken in chapter 15. So I'm going to be combining that because it's basically just Job saying the same thing. Or not the same thing, like Job is speaking in both chapters. All right, let's read. And I'm reading from the easy to read version. And I pray that the Holy Spirit would teach us what he needs to teach us from these two chapters. Let's see. Then Job answered. It says, Job answers Eliphaz. Then Job answered, I've heard all these things before. You men give me trouble, not comfort. Your long speeches never end. Why do you continue arguing? I also could say the same things you say. If you had my troubles, I could say wise things against you and shake my head at you. But I would say things to encourage you and give you hope. Nothing I say makes my pain go away, but keeping quiet does not help either. God, you surely took away my strength. You destroyed my whole family, and you made me thin and weak. And people think that means I am guilty. God attacks me. He is angry with me and tears my body apart. He grinds his teeth against me. My enemy look at me with hate. People have crowded around me and they make fun of me and slap my face. God has given me to the evil people. He let the wicked hurt me. I was enjoying a quiet, peaceful life. But then God crushed me and he took me by the neck. He broke me into pieces. He has made me his target. With his archers all around me, he shoots arrows into my kidneys. He shows no mercy and spills my gall on the ground. Again and again he attacks me. He runs at me like a soldier in the battle. I am very sad. And so I wear this sackcloth, and I sit here in the dust and ashes, feeling defeated. My face is red from crying. There are dark rings around my eyes. I was never cruel to anyone, and my prayers are pure. Earth, don't hide the wrong things that were done to me. Don't let my begging for fairness be stopped. Even now, there is someone in heaven who will speak for me. There is someone above who will testify for me. My friends speak for me, while my eyes pour out tears to God. He speaks to God for me. Like someone presenting an argument for a friend. I am only a few years, and I will go to that place of no return. That is the end of chapter 16. And I like the fact that Job still believes that, God is going to come and vindicate him, that God is going to come and say, oh, Job, hakufanya makosa yoyote. He still believes that God is going to come and vindicate him. And I really like that. In Job chapter 17, it says, my spirit is broken. This is Job still continuing to speak. I am ready to give up. My life is almost gone. The grave is waiting for me. People stand around me and laugh at me. I watch them as they tease and insult me. God, give me some support. No one else will. You have closed my friend's mind and they don't understand. Please don't let them win. You know what people say, that a man neglects his own children to help his friends. But my friends have turned against me. God has made my name a bad word to everyone. God has spit in my face. People spit in my face. My eyes are almost blind from my grief. My whole body is as thin as a shadow. Good people wonder how this could happen. The innocent are upset with everyone who is against God. But those who do right will continue to do what is right. Those who are not guilty will grow stronger and stronger. But come on, all of you, and try to prove me wrong. I did not find any of you to be wise. My life is passing away and my plans are destroyed. My hope is gone. Everything is confused. Night is day, and evening comes when it should be dawn. I might hope for the grave to be my new home. I might hope to make my bed in the dark grave. I might say to the grave, you are my father, and to the worms, my mother or my sister. But you can't really call But you can't really call that hope, can you? Does anybody see any hope for me? Will hope go down with me to the place of death? Will we go down into the dirt together? That's the end of chapter 17. And I like the end where he's saying, will hope go down into the dirt together? And I mean, we know the end of this chapter, we know the end of this story, and we know that this hope that Job has does not die with him, that it actually is fulfilled, that the hope that Job has is not in vain. That is one of the things that is most comforting in this whole story of Job, that he has hope and it is not in vain. One of the things that I noticed in chapter 16 is that it ends to a place, and you can almost say like the roller coaster. There's a place where he's saying, oh, there's someone in heaven who's going to speak on my behalf. Then he's saying he's going to die. Then he says he has lost hope. Then he's calling God for support. Then, as in, you can actually tell like how just the emotional roller coaster. At some point he's calling God for support. At some point he's saying that God is striking him and is almost like breaking him into pieces. And then at some point he's saying, people, show me what it is that I have done wrong. I feel confused. Days are nights. Evenings are coming when it's supposed to be morning. He's saying he's thin. He's saying he might go to the grave. He's saying he has hope and hope might die with him. Like, you can tell the ups and downs, the ups and downs, the ups and downs. And I think one of the things that I have learned from these two chapters, or I think that I'm picking from these two chapters, is just how human Job was. That even if he never insulted God, that he was human. He went through the whole emotional roller coaster of sometimes he has hope, sometimes he's going to the grave, sometimes he hates his friends, sometimes he's just like, Aki, please, my friends, show me what it is that I have done wrong. Sometimes he's like, Aki, God, give me support. I still believe that there's someone in heaven who is going to speak on my behalf. At some point he's saying he's going to die young. It's an emotional roller coaster that we literally see Job going through that emotional roller coaster from one chapter. Chapter moja inaweza kuwa na emotions kama 5 hapo ndani. The other chapter has like 3 or 4 different emotions in there, and you can just tell how human this is. And this, I think, gives me comfort, especially sometimes when I'm going through hard times. I can feel like I am going through all the emotions. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I have hope, sometimes I'm like, can you guys see it? Is there any hope for me in this situation? I can see the humanity of Job, and it's comforting to know that there's nothing wrong with being human, and there's nothing wrong with going through the seasons, this season, or even these phases of this, sad part or hard part or grief. There's nothing wrong with that. It is all human, and it is all to be expected. Thank you so much for listening, and see you tomorrow.